I have Stephen Amell and Alexander Ludwig with me. They play Jack Spade and Ace Spade, brothers in the DWL. I'll ask first off, did you guys model your in-ring work after anyone in particular?
No, I would say that we, basically when we signed on to this show, we immediately went into training. Obviously, Steven had done some wrestling before, so I was able to lead on him, but I also leaned on some friends I had in the industry that I've just met through my time as an actor, like Adam Copeland, who was Edge. So I was able to ask him questions, but we were surrounded by an incredible group of pro wrestlers who are currently wrestling now, and they really helped us kind of just learn the ropes, for lack of a better word. We trained with Chavo Guerrero in Los Angeles for months before we started shooting, who's obviously from a very prolific wrestling family. And then we went to Atlanta, and we weren't in the gym, we were in the ring. And when we weren't in the ring, we were filming, and it was just this constant thing. But I wouldn't say that we modeled it after anybody. It was just these bits and pieces that we learned, and we wanted to do right by the wrestling community. And I have a tremendous respect for the athleticism that goes into this sport, having done it now for a little bit. After 5 minutes in the ring, I'm gassed. I can't imagine 4 now.
I didn't model my stuff after anyone in particular, but I threw in some nods to people. I in the third episode, I throw in a classic Ric Flair faceplant, which is one of my favorite moves that he did when I was growing up, that I love, when he's just out in his feet and he just walks out and then he just tumbles face first down in the ring. Except I didn't have the guts to just go face first. I went down to a knee and then I went down.
Okay.
I would have broken my nose like an idiot. So, and
actually the super kick too, like that Ace does, is definitely a nod to Shawn Michaels. That's for sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
I want to stay on episode 3 for a moment. You get to work with CM Punk in that episode. He plays Ricky Rabies, and Jack Spade gets to face off with him. He's getting quite a bit of attention right now for the, whatever's going on with him. Yeah. But that's got to be a good thing for the show itself, no matter what he does in wrestling, right? Like, does he help create?
You mean the possibility of Phil as CM Punk coming back while he's on the first season of our show that we're trying to get people to pay attention to, so that we can do like 5 more seasons? I'd say that's a real good thing.
I think that's kind of what people want to see, but does he help create a more authentic show or a real authentic in-ring product in the context of the show, even though he's still playing a character?
100%, because the character that he's playing, Ricky Rabies, is a guy that he knows. It's that journeyman indie wrestler. Phil's wrestled in Duffy Domes before. I mean, he's wrestled in New Japan. He's headlined WrestleManias. He's done it all, but he knows that Ricky Rabies character. Phil working in the ring and being good in the ring, I get goosebumps just thinking about the fact that I got to work with him, was a given. But Phil's acting chops and what he brings to that Ricky Rabies character, that's the reason why we bring him back for our season finale, and why hopefully we can have more of him going forward, because he did not fuck around when it came to the wrestling. To the acting. He brought all his attention to that, and he really created a really cool character.
And I'll wrap up with this. In closing, you guys come from 2 separate shows with very dedicated fan bases. You come from Arrow and Vikings. What's been the thing to pay attention to, or are you prepared for like the wrestling diehards kind of picking apart or saying like, oh yeah, like I really want this authentic product, like as far as the matches you present on the show?
Look, I could take this one. We did our absolute level best to be authentic and respectful and considerate of the business that they are so passionate about, and a business that I personally love. So from that perspective, diehard wrestling fans, come at your boys. Okay. We're ready. We're ready. We did the work. We really did.